Huh. Hello, everybody. Welcome to a new episode. Yes, it is indeed a plot twist. Shutaro is on a well-deserved vacation, so I was recruited to bamboozle everybody and cover for him this week so we wouldn't have to cancel. So, yeah, hey everybody. I'm managing to be nervous despite not being new to this. So tonight we're going to look at Bullet Hell Infinite Burst, which is not a sequel, but more of a remake of the original Bullet Soul, which was an Xbox 360 game and eventually made its way to Steam, as did Bullet Soul Infinite Burst. They're both available on Steam. Don't believe they're available on Xbox anymore unless they made the transition to Xbox One. No, I wouldn't have been able to stretch Warning It Forever out for a full hour IO. But yeah, so this was developed by Mages. It's on Windows now, and like as I said, was on the Xbox 360. It's somewhat of a misnomer to call it a bullet hell, as the philosophy behind the game is much more about aggression and doing damage than dodging bullets. But it's still traditionally referred to as a bullet hell game, which is interesting. So let's, yes, it is magical in ways that we'll see tonight. So let's get to it. Let's see what I can do. Obviously, let me know how the sound is. I can only test it so much, but we should get this going up in here. It's one of those games that requires focus in order to load. Let me know how the volume is, higher, lower, especially against my voice. I did my best, but you definitely do want to hear the music in this game. Split the time with Hobo Deluxe. That would have been an interesting show, Do we have any, It's interesting, Torgo. Yeah, I won't say anything about it, but this might help you decide one way or the other. Yeah, you latecomers. Shu was on a vacation, so he secretly roped me into this so we wouldn't have to cancel. You can actually hear the streamer once, so no complaint. Yes, but how does it sound against the game? Is the game volume that I should fire him? Hey, it's in my ability to, right? Kind of suck though. I'm gonna make it a little louder. Alright, anyway, enough. So, I'm gonna start with normal mode first, which is what the original one was like. You see drills and butt, yes, they're both there, IO. Boncho mode is sort of a score rush for a particular stage. We have Caravan mode, which is... Caravan mode, which is a timed ranking stage stuff. Burst mode is what I'm going to play in the second round, where we have a burst thing, and I'm probably going to skip Muso mode depending on the time that we have, but barely here, not hear clearly. No such luck. Anyway, we're going to start in normal mode just as the introduction to the game, right? By the way, I should have mentioned, the story is literally nothing to write home about. it's your standard enemies come to take over the galaxy and a ragtag bunch try to stop them. So we've got our female protagonist here. We've got our Gurren Lagann badass. We've got our real Gurren Lagann badass because he has a drill. And then lastly, we have the waifu, who was originally an unlockable character in the first game, and in this game she's available from the start. You hear me? Yeah. Yeah, the king with the drill, right? Right. We're gonna play the waifu later. But I think what we're gonna do is just go with him because these two are probably the most vanilla. Depending on how much time we have, I'll try to get into it a little more. But I think we'll go with the Gurren Lagann guy first. So, in normal mode, like I had mentioned, the game's philosophy is more about aggression and shooting than dodging complex bullet patterns. And that becomes clear when you see, as I beat enemies, it actually despawns their bullets and it becomes safe. You can hold down the focus button to change your fire much. You don't see it much here, but there's also somewhat of a strategy in terms of how you go about beating larger bosses or mid-bosses because they have different parts that you can blow apart. Yeah, they have swimming power-ups too, I know. So So there's, like I was saying, there's certain strategy to how you dismantle some of the larger enemies. Music is pretty good and a big part of the series. Yeah. Well, this is just stage 1. Like this guy, you can see, you go up close, do more damage. It's interesting because the bullets do despawn, so for better or worse, it does require, I guess, practice more than anything. You've got your score meter up on the left, or your score gauge on the left, which obviously is your multiplier. That's a noob trap. I'll use a bomb when I get to a boss. In normal mode, you have bombs. Yeah, see, I'm like dismantling different parts of the arm cannon and all that. Yeah, the game encourages face melting. That's a good way to put it. It is much more about the aggression than anything else. If you're able to sneak in and kill things and despawn the bullets right away, all the better. The game itself is also not overly long. Like, it's not super short. It's still 5 stages, but it's not overly long, so you can get a lot of different playthroughs in. I'm gonna mess this guy up right here, so. Oh yeah, that's right. Let's use a bomb. His isn't the flashiest, but it does its job. And to be honest, the way it's structured, because of the canceling bullets, if you have any experience in the genre, most of the challenge is going to be with the bosses. Because while you can cancel their bullets during the fight, you obviously only cancel them in phases, as opposed to the enemy is dead and now their bullets are gone. So it's structured very much around surviving the stages and then just trying to kick the boss's ass as much as possible. There also tends to be a lot going on the screen, which makes the despawning of the bullets that much more of a blessing at times, because once they're dead, you don't have to care about it anymore. There's also a lot of little, yeah, see, mystery bonuses. You get bonuses for uncovering and shooting various parts during the stages. You know, little destructibles down on the ground where if you find them, you get point bonuses. So if you're into that sort of thing with scoring, it helps. The game screen is tiny because they just, I'm guessing it's the original resolution, and they stuck with this style. Certain cave games, at least on Steam, do that as well. It is sort of obnoxious, especially because on my computer at least, the game doesn't really like full screen mode. So I'm playing it windowed, and it, you know, obviously there's a lot of wasted screen real estate that could be used to see the game feel. But it is what it is. You can see that it mostly does play out as a traditional shmup. Lots of misdirection of aiming bullets, stuff like that. So there, oh yeah, these things you get. Yeah, there we go. Oh. Yeah, see, little stuff like that, little gotchas that if you're not familiar with the stage, you will get smacked. It's actually not that tiny. The game window is something like 1680 by 1050, something like that. So it's not really all that small, all things considered. Yeah, you're probably not going to see a 1cc here, I'll just say that. This is one of those games where you get you don't win unless you're on 1cc pace and get the, quote, true final boss. So, yeah, I've gotten to the true final boss once, didn't know what was going on, and just did not make it very long. So you can see the strategy here, me blowing up the certain parts of the wings first to end the worst parts of the pattern. Kamina, that was his name. I was trying to remember the girl in the Gone dude's name. It's Kamina. Yeah, Torgo. It does pull one of those true boss things. At least I don't have to worry about swapping black versus white colors. The real true boss, yes, I'm already looking forward to my second run of the evening tonight for reasons that I can't talk about yet. But it's kind of getting me hyped for that. It's got a good, competent soundtrack too. Agree to disagree, Torgo. It's the second. Well, okay. On the balance of things, you're right, but this game also pulls one of those things to where the first half is mostly cake, and then the last couple stages are like definitely learnable, but it does the if you've played Danmaku what is it? Danmaku Ultimate, was it? Yeah, Danmaku Unlimited, there we go. If you play Danmaku Unlimited 2 in particular, where the game is cake until the last stage and then it becomes impossible, that's almost this. I mean, that said, players far better than me are not really going to run into much trouble, but it's definitely a shocker. Oh yeah, this guy, like, you can still shoot at him. And if you blow him up, you get a secret bonus. Otherwise, he just sits there and pouts in the corner because this guy bumped him aside. Oh, that always gets me. See, it's like I said, it's little gotchas like that where you've got to learn to expect them. We're definitely gonna. I'm so out of practice with this. We're definitely going to lose before it reaches that point. The game does bait you into taking chances, though, because you figure if you can just kill it fast enough and the bullets despawn, you're okay. But if you can't, then you trap yourself. One of the game's upsides is definitely its soundtrack, though. Thankfully, it's got pretty trustable hitboxes, too. Like, the vast majority of my deaths, I knew exactly what I did wrong. That's always a good sign. Yes, he does, Io. I was hoping you would notice. It's your favorite feature. Yeah, stuff like this, they're coming out of the corners, you gotta be careful. I really like this track. Good stuff. Welcome back, Spade. Yeah, I don't know what this is. This is just a required gross out boss. Some big slug or something. See what I mean? I'm being, like, stupidly aggressive, and yet it's... Ah, well, never mind. My hubris. Sure, just prove me a liar, game. How did I go through that? I was looking at chat and I just rolled right on through. Oopsie. Well, rip 1cc. Also, this game has unlimited continues to my knowledge. Or at least it gives you enough to where you'll always be able to at least any CC. Unless you're just aggressively bad. Been here the whole weekend. Oh yeah, well, welcome back to. Oh, you're at your grandparents' house right now. I read that wrong. Sorry. Yeah, so now we're in stage 4, which means things get to go amped up. mystery bones, mystery, 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 mystery bones. Yeah, the models are pretty nice. Yeah, it's definitely about high action with all of the totally expendable ships that you just trash in 2 seconds. All these people who are like a week away from retirement. Exactly, they did not know what they were getting themselves into. Could have been worse. They could have been like... They could have been brains stuck in VR simulations. Can you imagine how awful that would have been? Just wait, oh shit. Just wait, Spade. Or actually, when it gets down to it, I think you're asking about Danmaku Unlimited. it's not Guilty Gear's composer, but it's probably the next best thing. Oh, come on! I am not doing well. I told you it starts really getting bananas. And paying attention to chat too. Don't forget that, Skylar. It's actually honestly really hard right now because I don't have my normal chat set up. Someone doesn't know Bogler, they're dead to me. Oh, nice ball. Is this where... Okay, yeah, I'm for this boss. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's weirdness. But it's misdirectable. Right? Oh! Oh, hello, Hitbox. That's where we all are right now. Oops. Oops. Yeah. all those mystery bonuses and stuff. Alright, final stage. Oh! Oops. Yep, see. Oh, God. Nothing like high-pitched wailing guitars. Oh, I died on the edge? Just wait, Torgo. You know why I'm dying so much is because I keep forgetting to use my bombs. A lot of the guitar orchestration of this reminds me of the latter-day Metal Slug games. That's probably why I like it so much. Metal Slug 3 and onward. Oh, good stuff. You know what? Use them while we got them, right? Oh man, Sail. The third one is, and a lot of people would probably back me up, the third one is the best. It's so good. I kind of hope Shu finds an excuse because they're like run and gun. I hope Shu finds an excuse to play them on the show at some point. Guys, that's not nice. Teaming up. Yeah, that's the way I see it, Torgo. Remember Jumpman? Alright, so now we're at the final boss with a bomb that wants to be in the boss. That's not nice. Aww. Let's all talk over each other. Or talk over yourself. Yeah, I don't understand how to actually do this attack, so I just die and bomb through it. There's some way of dealing with the blue wave that charges through here like that. I don't know if it's like some honest man's death BS, but I can't get it. So, yeah, so because we continued, we don't get the true boss. We get that chump boss. And then we got ourselves a nice little contextless ending credits scene of us escaping. It said something about probably like avenging his father, I think. You said it, bro. Right, a nice little Star Fox. It does, exactly. You gotta find a way to like drain all that adrenaline out of you. You see that Jake Vert Kaufman in there, right? That English name out of place. He did the music for Burst Mode, which is what we're going to be playing next. Yeah, specifically for this release, Infinite Burst, he remixed the soundtrack for it. So when I mentioned when you said so many guitars, well, we're gonna see what Vert did. It's not Ceaseless Burst, I know. And there's his little ending scene. Yeah, let's register on the on the leaderboards. Sure. All right. So here's where the real fun starts. Burst mode. In burst mode, you don't get traditional bombs. You fill up a meter by defeating enemies, and when the meter is full, you trigger your burst attack, and that lasts for a while. When you shoot enemies when you're in burst mode, they turn into coins, and you can collect the coins for points. And here's where the real fun starts, right? We're gonna pick the waifu. Now, reminder, she was an unlockable character in the original. What does unlockable mean? Disgustingly overpowered. She's also a robot, by the way, because you'll never know without looking into it. So I'm just gonna stand here. Yes, it is Skylar. You do have to tap every once in a while, Torgo. Alright, now get ready for voice sample overload. Because every coin you collect, she'll say Boncho when I'm in burst mode. I'm gonna wait until I'm gonna wait till an opportune moment to do it, though. I'm just gonna bide my time. And by the way, it's not just her. Every character in burst mode will do that. Oh yeah, she said you suck, Des, because I got hit. Yes, this is exactly what it is, Io. Alright, yeah, that, I forgot. Her focus shot is her fists throwing punches. And it just wrecks. Alright, you ready for burst mode? She's saying Boncho, and I don't know what that means because I couldn't find a reliable translation of it. Like I said, they all say it as well, but she's got the most pleasant voice by far. So, and the reason why you want to collect those, the coins when you're in burst mode, is that they also, by a tiny bit, extend your burst. So you kind of want to go, you kind of want to collect as many of them as you can, so that way you're in burst mode as long as possible. Oh yeah, it's plenty, it's plenty pleasant, you know? Yep, so there goes the first boss. I'm sorry, Sale. Okay. Just get a load of the music too. I'm gonna shut up and just listen to the music as it gets better and better. Because burst mode is really where the soundtrack is at. Yeah, this is the brain dead shot. That's what makes it the best. Oh yeah, the game has some slight differences to it in burst mode compared to the regular. So there's different stage layouts, different mini bosses and stuff. So it's not the same game. Yes, I know I suck. Don't rub it in. Oh yeah, you don't get lives so much as you get an energy meter that you can see. You can see that small meter to the right of my burst. That's my health bar. You pick up health restoration items at points during stages to help. So you get more than just like 2 hits. Oopsie. Yeah, so I'm almost dead already. Old Spade. I am old. Is that enough bonuses for you? And I'm younger than I look. And older than I feel. Oh yeah, one thing that I noticed too, in burst mode, this character's focus shot there like that lasts a little longer than you holding the button down. In regular mode, the moment I let off, her fists let off. But when you're bursting, her punches stick around up where I left them for a while. Meaning in burst mode against bosses, you just stick them up there on the screen and they start punching away while you're down on the bottom safe. It's busted. If I figure shit like that out... Unzon, yeah. She's the Unzon and Ichirin at the same time. Oh, yeah. It cancels all the bullets on the screen when you activate your burst too. She does. It's just that it overlaps and oh, well, there I go. No, this is not infinite mode, actually. This is just plain old burst mode. There is infinite burst mode. Which, if we get to it, we might do. Ha! I remember this time, boss. Infinite burst mode or Muso mode, I don't honestly remember how infinite it is. Part of what makes her so overpowered is that she's got, like, homing projectiles that shoot out of her on top of a wide range. On top of, like, there's barely any blind spots in her shot. I just wish I could find what Bancho means, because seriously, I was trying to look right. It's like, it's gotta be a word. Google Translate translated Bancho as Bancho. So it didn't do me a lot of good. Not enough Bancho? We got a couple stages left after this. And to be fair, her being busted is really mostly for survival. If you're a scorer, you want to get as many of these coins as possible, because if they float upward on the screen, you lose your combo and it like destroys your score. So people who play for score can't really just sit here like an idiot like I am. Bancho. Literally how it sounds, Bancho. Alright, we gotta... Time to burst, let's do it. Oh yeah, you are still vulnerable in burst mode. You can still get, yeah. See, there you go. It cuts your burst off. So you still don't want to get. You don't want to get hit. But it doesn't empty your meter. You see how quickly I got it again because I died with it so soon. I kept what meter I had left. Oh no! Oh, that game crashed on me! Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, that's so sad. We were most of the way through. Alright, well, I think I know what we can do. Oh, Mom will understand. I've already had fewer technical difficulties than she does. Alright, let's see what we can... If we can do, Bancho burst mode, I think I can just go straight to the stage that we were at. Yeah, there we go. I think it'll kick us out when 4 is over, but that's okay. Especially because, Stage 4 is probably my favorite stage music. This track, man. This track is totally a Dragon Force track, just listen to it. this part. That's my favorite track in the game. You're gonna be hearing Bancho in your sleep. I said you're going to be hearing it in your sleep. Actually, it sounds like she says speed baby, but I have no idea if that's really what she says. All I hear is Bancho. Oops. Yeah, anyway, that's by far my favorite track. Straight through the fire and flames. Yeah, that's right, you don't continue. That's fine. You already saw what the boss looks like. Should say this sucks. Alright, and then lastly to finish things up, because oh man, that's a real shame. Let me see if I get what I hope happens after being in stage 5. Oh, crap, that's right, I may not be able to continue. That's... Okay, well, we'll give it a try. Alright, well, we made it to the final boss, and with full health. I don't put much stock in actually beating him on 1 credit, but hey. Damn it! Oh, look at that! Literally a pixel left. Oh, man. That was a good attempt for me. Dang. Damn, we don't get to... Give me a second here. They're not going to show... Yeah, I'm not finding it. Oh well. You'll have to get the game and beat it for yourself using Loop to see what her ending image is, because I'm not seeing an easy quick link to post for people. But that's fine. We'll go through very briefly through some of Muso mode. And I think we'll pick the sub-waifu. No, actually, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna pick the Drill King. So yeah, he has a drill. And then in focus mode, it turns into a big-ass drill. The other girl's alright, but this guy is, he's got drills, man. Look at that! Weird not seeing coins coming down, because when I played this on my own, it was almost always burst mode, because that's just what I personally prefer. Say the other girl was actually better. She's not. In terms of pure mechanics, I should say she's not. Whether or not she's the better waifu is obviously up to the individual. Also what Torgo said. Basically what it comes down to is that I think we're in the guy's burst mode right now. Like, we're always playing in burst mode, and you just get bombs as well. And oh yeah, that's right. I actually have to be careful with this guy. Also, the waifu of the game, her name is somewhat of a not a pun but a reference, because I think she's unlockable after like the second loop, and her name is Loop. So Yeah, we basically I got good at him because I drilled his fight. See, after hearing the Vert remix, the heavy metal version, this version of the soundtrack just is not the same. I can't. It has to be the heavy metal version now. Anything else is just lesser. Yes, but quite pedestrian. It's true, Sale. It's true. Yeah, this guy's a little slower than the others, but he's definitely offensively talented. How can you not be with two gigantic trolls in front of you? And constant roid rage. In this mode, at least. Something like Muso mode is much more about keeping your score multiplier going, if that's your thing. Anyway, you get the idea. Yeah, so, anyway. So that's Bullet Soul Infinite Burst. It's a pretty competent game. Really great soundtrack. The control is really good as well. Overall, it doesn't necessarily offer much new in the way of these kinds of shooters. But what you get, especially if you get it on sale, is really solid. It's good for just some basic afternoon play. Doesn't challenge you too hard except in certain parts and whatever you decide to challenge yourself. So yeah, next week we're going to take a look at a game from a company that's mostly known for its RPGs, and that's going to be brought to you by the letter I. So have a good rest of your weekend, and thanks for watching.